Hey everyone, it's a very windy day here at my local city of Lethbridge. As you can see, we're at beautiful Henderson Lake. It's absolutely gorgeous out today. And I decided to do a bit of a video to just kind of remind people that although we may have social distancing, it still has the opportunity for you to get outside and enjoy this weather as it's starting to get nice. I thought I'd also come show you a couple of pieces of artillery history. If you're not already aware, artillery that's captured by Allied forces that's put on display is normally painted grey if it's an enemy piece that's been captured. So I'm going to show you a couple of guns that are actually located at Henderson Park. They're really cool. I'm going to be totally honest with you, and I feel really bad. I don't know what the guns are. I need to do my research, but they're still pretty cool to look at. So let's take a look at them, shall we? Oh, by the way, Charlie's here too for today. He's having a little walk around with me. So this is the gun, field gun. Rifled, of course. I'm like 90% sure it's German. Still with the beautiful wooden wheels. Charlie's very interested in it too by the looks of it. There you go. Your 1917 gun. So it's a 1917 gun. Pretty cool. Sliding breech there. Charlie's a little worked up because he sees other people. So there's one pretty neat little bit of kit there. And it portrays onto this beautiful lake that we have here. So they kind of point out towards the lake, which I think is really cool. And then we have another one over here which doesn't have its original wheels. However, still looks pretty badass. Let's go take a look at that next. Charlie being such a mutt today because he hasn't been out much. So, and he's looking at birds. So here's the other one. This one is really interesting. It has some really cool inscriptions on the barrel itself. Very similar to the Elizabeth Regina you see on British and Canadian guns. There you go. One thing that interests me really a lot about this gun is the emergency battle sight it has on the top. I think that's awesome. Running down the back there, it's actually got a foresight and a rear sight. That's pretty cool. If you're going into the desperations of using those, you're having a really bad day. Now this one's a little bigger, trails are a little bit more heavy duty. This one was built in 1909, so a little older, only a few years older. Very similar style though that you see on, even the 25 pounder. You have your traverse and elevation. Unfortunately, it doesn't have its wheels, which is sad. It looks like it did have its wheel, but there's a bit of wood that was left inside of it. But I guess the wood was kind of degraded and fell apart, so it looks like it has a recoil mechanism on there too. These look like buffer positions of which can be adjusted, so it has a recoil system. You can see it's sliding back on these points. I'm sure many of you are screaming at the computer right now or at your phone saying, "Man, I know what it is." So I'm going to go home and do my own research because I really don't know. I just thought I'd do this video while I'm here. Looks like we've got the brake mechanism here for braking of the wheels, right, on a pole, on a ratchet pole there. Breech operating mechanism here, so obviously close and opening of the breech. A fairly small projectile. I don't think it's very big. It looks like maybe a 100mm, maybe a 90mm, not huge. So yeah, two really cool pieces of artillery, which you don't see often, but they are captured enemy guns, because if they're painted grey, it means that they've been captured by us, which is pretty cool. So we decided to put them here in beautiful Lethbridge, which is a very obviously large artillery heritage, hence why I'm part of the artillery now. And there's also a beautiful little M113, which we're going to go take a look at, parked over here. I always enjoy walking by it because you know how much I like tracks as well as the artillery, so two of my favourite things in the park to come take a look at. And if you are ever in the city of Lethbridge, I would encourage you to Charlie, come take a look. So here it is. This is the M113 we have in town, and this is I guess the plaque that we have here. I guess I'll read it to you as we're here. It says, in 1905, the Royal Canadian Field Artillery formed in Royal Canadian Horse Artillery. It was closely linked with the formation of the Northwest Mounted Police, which Colonel Sam Steele and Major General Sir George French, the first NWMP Commissioner, were part. Militia orders to form Lethbridge 25 Independent Field Battery Canadian Field Artillery was issued on February 1st, 1908. Major John Smith Stewart, Boer War veteran from Lethbridge, was to be the commanding officer. It was part of the military district number 13, commanded, sorry, I'm trying my best to read it and hold the camera still, commanded by Colonel Sam Steele, Northwest Rebellion and Boer War veteran. At the time, the unit was most westerly battery of the Horse Field Artillery in the British Empire. At the onset of World War I, 1914-1918, 4 more batteries of the artillery were raised in Lethbridge: the 20th Overseas Field Battery, CFA-CEF of the 39th Overseas Field Battery OSB, the 78th Overseas Depot Battery CFA-CEF of the 61 OSB. The 20th and 39th Battery saw service in France in early 1916, most notably in the battles of the Somme, Flers, Courcelles, Vimy Hill 17, Passchendaele, Amiens, and Mons. After World War I, the batteries were reorganized. The 25th Battery was redesignated as the 20th Battery Canadian Expeditionary Force. The 18th Field Artillery Brigade formed with the 20th and 39th Batteries, all based in Lethbridge. In 1937, the 112th Battery became part of the 18th Field Artillery Brigade. Both saw service in World War II, 1939 to 1945. The 20th became an anti-tank battery and the 112th a light anti-aircraft battery. Both batteries fought gallantly throughout France, Belgium and Germany, seeing some of the toughest battles of the war. After World War II, the only remaining artillery units in Lethbridge were the Militia, the 18th Field Regiment and the 20th and 39th Batteries. During national defence reorganisations of the 1964 to 1970, military presence was greatly reduced throughout Canada in Lethbridge. The 20th Independent Field Battery, which is what I'm part of today, was the sole survivor of the 18th Field Regiment. Then in November 1992, the 20th Independent Field Battery was redesignated the 18th Air Defence Regiment with 2 batteries, the 20th and the 39th. The re-rolling ceremony took place on the 15th of May 1993. At the dedication of this plaque, the unit was in transition back to its original role of field artillery. Gunners and service personnel from Lethbridge have served Canada gallantly for 100 years, from 1908 to 2008. Lethbridge citizens proudly salute the sacrifice of our fallen, our gunners, and those who continue to serve this great nation today. So there you go. Pretty cool. Come. There you go, the beautiful M113 in the background there. So I just thought I'd do this little video, just kind of give you a little bit of a different outlook of this whole, isolation, staying at home thing. If you can, try your best to go for a run, go for a walk, get out in this beautiful weather if it's getting nice for you, but make sure you follow the rules and all that good stuff. But yeah, how can you not want to come to the park when you got this thing parked here, 2 beautiful guns, and the lake? It's just beautiful. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, everyone. Make sure if you did enjoy the video, leave me a like and let me know of some comments, and I'll see you on the next one. And Charlie says goodbye either as well. He's just wrapped my leg up, because that's what he does. Hey, come here. You say bye-bye. You say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hi, guys.